There is enormous conflict and division in the United States as to how to cope with this problem, or even whether we can cope with this problem. So we have enormous challenges and uncertainties. And then the underlying reality is that we're a society that has been undergoing a growing gap between rich and poor, unequal distributions of wealth and poverty that get worse with each passing decade for at least now the last 40 years, 1980 to the present. The instability, our business cycles are as bad as ever. We had a crash in 2020, another one in 2008, then another one in 2020, 2000, 2008, 2020. Another one is now coming down the pike. We're in the early stages of it. So the instability and the inequality that have been long-term problems are not getting any better. And so this is a difficult, very difficult period of American economic history. The downturn in the economy, which is underway, we see rising unemployment, we see falling job numbers, we see a record office vacancy rate. We have not recovered from the pandemic transformation. It is costing us. If you know how long-term leases in commercial buildings work, you know it takes years to unwind leases that typically run for 5 or 10 years. We are in the early stages of that unwinding process. The role of the dollar in the world is less than what it was 20 years ago, markedly less. I could go on, but to gloss over all of that by saying, well, we're in a strong position, this is maybe good for your digestion, maybe helps you sleep at night, but as economic analysis, not so good.
So do you think this is a side effect of maybe not having that, power to conflict with? It's been the big fish in the pond that's not having any competition. Now when competition comes up, everyone gets hawkish, everyone gets afraid. They want to go back to where they were, where, you're the only one that can do anything.
Yes, I think that's a part of the story, definitely. I would agree with you I would put it in very similar terms. It's not that there is no way out. It's not that there's no possible future. I'm not predicting anything like that. But I am saying that this system, the United States in particular, has accumulated over the last 75 years, basically since the end of World War II, has lived in a world largely of its own making, whether it's Bretton Woods or the IMF or the World Bank or any of the basic institutional infrastructure of the world economy. It has let other people in when it has been advantageous to do so, whether it's Russia, China, or anybody else. And it has had largely a free ride. And that's over. And that's a very difficult situation. We were not prepared for it. We are not facing it as a nation even now.